Well, that was a crazy day for MULN Automotive. Hi everyone, I hope you're doing really well. We've had a bit of a ripsaw of a day for MULN Automotive stock. The stock plummeted at the start, falling from 80 cents down to 55 cents. However, it then surged all the way up to 95 cents in the day. However, things did settle down a little bit and we finished off about 6 cents down, or 7.5%. And it looks like there's been a further 4 cents shed in the aftermarket. So overall, with both sessions, we're closing at about 70 cents per share, although officially it's 74 cents. Not totally surprising to see the stock kind of go down, as well as being a little bit volatile following the 68% rally we saw on the previous day. So, you kind of expect maybe some of those gains to be handed back on in for most situations. It was going to be interesting to see whether the rally could continue, and when it got up to like 95 cents, like, wow, maybe it is actually going to continue. As a backdrop to all of what was going on with the stock yesterday, there was a handful of official and unofficial PR coming out from the company. So in terms of official PR, obviously they had the commemorative open day at the Tunica facility where obviously like the public was allowed to come in and see the factory operating and inspect like the vehicles and stuff. And, as always, I'm going to say it's a success. I think it's a success if people turn up to that sort of thing. Now, on the unofficial front, there's some video footage from one of the participants, a retail investor, and he's kind of come out and said that, and he's someone who has worked several years in the automotive industry himself, and he kind of said that it does look like a legitimate setup and that things were actually manufacturing. So that was good news. And following on from that, like if you follow Financial Journey's channel, he had a phone call with someone from Randy Marion Automotive, and they kind of confirmed that there is like demand for the vehicles, and they're actually even looking at some other big potential customers as well that are interested in the MULN Automotive vans. And I think he mentioned Amazon was one of them. I can't remember what the other one was that he mentioned. I find it interesting that he mentions Amazon, because I know Amazon does do a lot of dealings with Rivian at the moment, but just have to see what's going on there. But also from that phone call, they sort of came out and said that, like, that they're not having trouble selling the vehicles, it sounds like. And basically, as MULN develops and rolls off the vehicles off the production line, that's when they pay for the vehicle. They don't buy it until they receive the vehicle, which makes a lot of sense from an accounting point of view. So that's why MULN hasn't actually received any money for the booked sales, because they haven't delivered any vehicles. Makes sense. I'm not going to hand someone $79 million in sales if they haven't actually produced anything. So I get it from that perspective there. Yeah, so it was a bit of a turbulent day. Oh, actually, one other thing that came out. My brokerage firm pushed out this letter about a class action that was started a couple of years ago, or last year, about MULN Automotive. I don't really pay much attention to those things. I get asked about these quite a bit, and it's not, these class actions, it's just like a waste of money. I hate them because they do take away from the resources of the company that they're trying to sue. It's people who often, sometimes they're legitimate and they have like grounds, but sometimes it's also people haven't quite realized what they're getting into. And I suppose with MULN Automotive, some people would be feeling that way as well, considering how far it's fallen from its when it first listed down to where it is today, and factoring in the reverse stock splits. So but yeah, I do find them a bit annoying, all these class actions. They're basically law firms that are kind of just trying to rack up like legal fees. That's all they are. Class actions that the victims never win, the lawyers always win. So I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on it. And my wife is a lawyer, so it's like, and he used to work on class actions too. So it's like, yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Look. Anyway, so it was a interesting day. Would have been nice to see the stock close a little bit higher. I was hoping we might get up to that $1 mark. We got close, but we didn't get to close up around there. Obviously we've still got some time till September 6th. And, it'd be good just to see if the stock can get to, the $1 mark by September 6th, because then it makes for an interesting, case to look at when it comes to the NASDAQ reviewing whether or not the company can remain as a listed entity. Anyway, who knows? We'll have to see what happens on Friday. One more day in the trading week. Perhaps MULN can kind of have a strong finish and get up a little bit closer up towards that $1 mark. Yeah, anyway, share your thoughts on what you thought of today's trading action, as well as any other thoughts you've got on the PR that's come out from MULN Automotive in the comments below. Till next time, everyone, have a great evening, and I will see you soon. May markets trade in your favor. Cheers.